Welcome back to Bazooka Kickboxing for episode 101. In today's episode, we're talking about getting off the ropes. Get off of them. I'm sure your coaches are yelling at you and you get stuck there. And usually if you're stuck against the ropes, it means you're losing. So get off of them. A lot of times you'll watch coaches and they always say, get off the ropes. But a lot of times fighters have no idea what that means and why, it's such a bad reason to have your back against the ropes. A lot of times it's strategy for a lot of fighters. A lot of counter fighters like to draw you in, pull you in, create offense, get your opponent to attack, and then you counter the attack. So a lot of fighters play that strategy. But a lot of times when it's time to win or your opponent's getting too aggressive, you have to show some dominance, so you've got to get off the ropes. If you're a judge, you're going to look at the person who's being the aggressor, the person using more combinations, going for the finish, is the one that's most likely going to be rewarded with the decision. So when your coach tells you get off the ropes, I'm going to give you 3 easy ways to get off of it and stay defensive, because a lot of times when you're against the ropes, your opponent's attacking you. So you need to be able to defend the punches and escape safely. So I'm going to give you 3 different ways. Step 1, don't get on the ropes to begin with. So if you feel your opponent pressuring you, you have to be able to move. So if Matt comes at me right away, here, I'm circling, I'm creating angles in my footwork, getting away from the ropes, and especially if I'm fighting in a ring, I'm staying away from the corners. In an octagon or a cage, it's a little easier because there's no corners, but you have to use that lateral shuffle. You don't want to end and be a standing duck for your opponent to attack you. So move your feet. Matt comes here, boom, I'm out right away, okay? I angle. But a good trick is to use feinting. So if Matt comes in, I make him think. I kind of stutter this way, and then I pick a direction and I get out. That little shuffle stutter may freeze him slightly where I could escape. Okay? The second one, which you'll see a lot more of, is using your punches. It can be a jab, can be a hook, but you want to be able to get your opponent to shell up so you can sneak out. A lot of people like to angle out with hooks, the check hook to get out of the corner of the ropes, and you could escape. So if Matt's pressuring, boom, I like to hook out and get an escape, okay? So he comes in, boom, I hook and I escape right away, okay? It's all about not letting your opponent keep you positioned with a high shell. I call that shelling your opponent. If you're shelled up like this, it's hard to counter, it's hard to move, and you're getting hit, and that's how you get hurt. Okay, so again, faking directions. 2, he comes at me again, boom, I can punch out. See, sometimes I even use a hand slap to be able to create. I could even jab out if I want to. Okay, I can jab out, I can just punch out, right? I might throw some straight punches, because if he's here moving, and I can't angle out, I'll punch him first to get a shell. Now from the shell, I could angle out, get away from the corner. Now the third way, okay? This is the one where he's maybe getting aggressive on you. He's putting a lot of volume in his punches, and now you can't escape. You're stuck in your footwork, and you're stuck in your shell. So Matt's getting aggressive, he's punching, I can't open up. So even if I move, he's continuing to punch me and hit me. That's the last place that I want to be. So what I need to do is, I need to crash the distance, I need to enter into a clinch. Safest way. So as soon as Matt starts punching, I could wait till he throws a hook. So straight, boom, and then I enter on the hooks. So that's my safe enter. Or what I like to use is called a lead wedge. So I'll kind of force myself into the clinch using my lead elbow. So if Matt's punching, see, I can walk my way in, hook the hands here, and then I want to, boom, I want to escape, get him against the ropes, and now he's in that position, okay? So, last quick recap. Matt comes at me, I got nowhere, boom, I move my feet, I escape. Second way, he comes at me, I'm going to keep him busy off my hands, keep circling, okay, staying long, okay, punching, keeping his guard, escaping. Finally, he comes, he's aggressive, block, block, boom, find the clinch, boom, spin him around, look. Now I'm in a favorable position. Get off the ropes and start beating your opponent. You look favorable, you be the pressure fighter, you control where you want to be. Get off the ropes. If your coach keeps telling you that in sparring or in your fights, you got to study this video. These 3 simple ways are so simple, so effective. It's all based on don't get there in the first place. Use that lateral shuffle, fake your opponent out. When you are against the ropes, use your punches, make them shell up, escape. And last resort, they're getting aggressive, cover your head, clinch up and stay safe in the clinch. Then you can spin them, put them against the ropes, and again, punish them from there. So make sure you keep yourself in good distance control. Use your strikes at long range, and if they get aggressive, make sure you use that lateral shuffling. Okay? Make sure you keep liking, keep subscribing. 101 episodes. I'm looking forward to a lot more. We'll see you next week.